While speaking with correspondents, some of the fisherwomen lamented the health and socio-economic implications of the oil spill. They called on the federal government and the agency saddled with the responsibility of the cleanup of Ogoniland to, as a matter of urgency, take seriously the cleanup project in order to save them from further loss of life and source of livelihood.
This oil spill has affected us a lot, especially our health. Actually, we have cholera because of the pollution. We have other infections, we have rashes, we have respiratory diseases, and the water that is contaminated gives us rashes and other diseases. The periwinkle is no longer there, the mangrove that we use for firewood is no longer there, so we are affected. I want government to come and do the clean-up process. I also want them to come and develop our community. I want them to build schools and educate the young ones.
The impact of oil on this community have made that place a waste. You can never plant anything, you can never do anything, even our creek. There is no aquatic life in the entire of our creek. The impact of oil, if you get there, you go there, even periwinkle, nothing you can see. Even the UNEP report that they find that the oil was found deep, 5 meters deep in the ground from the surface, that now it has increased to 8 to 8. And what have they done about it? Instead, increase of oil spill all over because of broken pipe everywhere.
Government should come and do the cleanup and come and develop Ogoni land for us.
Executive Director of the environmental rights advocacy group Lokiaka Community Development Center called on the federal government to engage the affected Ogoni fisherwomen and agro-allied economic empowerment program as an alternative source of livelihood pending the cleanup of the area.
What we want first is there's need for them to have real dialogue session with women. There is need for them to review women's economic activities before now and to draw up an economic plan for them, come up with a social plan for these women, and then design a program or maybe a profession for them. For instance, if these women were fisher folks, then you don't take them how to go learning how to make soap, but you can make them learn how to maybe go into other agro-allied activities. And then, like we're also saying, training women on how to raise this mangrove, because they interact with the environment more. If you make them know how to do what is still within the environment, then they'll be useful. They must make women useful and make them core stakeholders in the cleanup process.
Martha Agbani also criticized the delay in the cleanup of all polluted sites in Ogoniland by the federal government. She said the situation has been worsened as a result of failure of the government to set up an emergency measure to cushion the impact of the oil spill on the affected Ogoni communities.
Or the government was supposed to carry out an emergency measure for the people. You can still see that people coming here to fetch water from a polluted environment, and they're even fetching salt water. There's no potable water here. No issue about maybe hospitals being established that they carry their comprehensive health assessment that we're supposed to carry out for the people. There's nothing on ground. The only thing we were able to find was what we saw at Goi, which was this an old, already corroded signpost asking people to vacate the environment. That's the only emergency measure that's been done.
Recall that Vice President Yemi Osinbajo flagged off the cleanup of Ogoniland and other impacted communities in the Niger Delta on June the 2nd, 2016. The cleanup of the heavily polluted Ogoniland was recommended by the United Nations Environmental Programme (UNEP) in its report in 2011.